Hello, welcome to White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. This apple tree is my favorite. It is a Dexter Jackson apple tree, and it is not because of the type of apple that it is why it is my favorite, but it is my favorite because of how resilient this tree is. Originally, over in the corner there by that garage, that is where it was planted, but we moved it because it was not in an ideal location, because we have to have access to enter the yard through the back there. So we moved it and we put it underneath in this garden here. Now what I like about this tree is that the first year that we bought it, we bought 4 apple trees and they were all blossoming when we bought them. That very year, this tree produced 2 apples. When we moved it to this location, we were pruning that Dutch elm tree, and a part of the branch fell and split the tree, and the top portion of it is now gone from that accident. Even after transplanting it and the accident of the tree limb falling on it, that very year this tree produced quite a few apples. So from the first year that we planted until now, which is about 7-8 years, we have gotten apple from it every single year. Last year, of course, we have a bit of problem with with wasp damaging the apples because they were drinking the sap from the apple. But this tree is already budding, as you can see, and it looks so beautiful. This tree, however, started bearing 2 years ago. It was not doing anything for all these years. It was just sitting there idle. And so I threatened it 2 years ago, telling it that I'm going to cut it down if it doesn't produce anything. And so that very year we got a few apples from it. Last year it did pretty well, but again the wasp got to it. It is way behind the other one when it comes to sending out new growth for this year, but at least it is starting to grow. So I've never pruned any of these trees, so I'm going to be pruning them this year. Now I'm going to take you through my messy yard to see what's happening with the 3rd apple tree. As for the 4th apple tree, it got poisoned by one of my neighbors. So this is the 3rd apple tree, and so far there is barely any sign of growth. Now all the apples were the same size when we bought them, and look how tall this one is, and that's all it is doing. It is growing, but it is not producing any fruit. It has never even put out a single blossom. So if it doesn't produce any fruit or even blossom this year, then I'm going to get rid of it because it's just taking up space. So it only has this year to do its thing, and then we'll decide what to do with it. I'm gonna have to redo that fence, but I think I'm gonna leave this side of the property to do for another year because I have too many projects going on at the moment. So the fence on this side, the board is rotting because, well, it's old. It's been here since we moved to this property, so we need to get rid of this fence on this side. But on the north side of the property, we just need to finish scraping the paints and redo it. Now what I want to show you, what I am most excited about, these are my garlic and tulips, but let me take you a bit closer so you can see what's going on here, because I just happened to see this, so I'm pretty excited. This is my very first bloom of tulips, so I can't wait to see when it opens up, and it's gonna be so beautiful. I can't wait for all these tulips to start blossoming. I'm not sure what is going on with this one here. It doesn't seem to be too happy, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with them. Do I need to water them? I think I might give them a bit of water, but I'm going to do that in the evening when the sun is not so hot, because today is pretty warm. I am actually outside without a jacket, and for someone like me who wear bunny hugs indoors in June, then you know that it is pretty warm outside, that I'm not even wearing a jacket and I just have one blouse on. But yes, I can see some of my Asiatic lilies are coming up, but I need to get rid of these grass. It seems as if all of my scallions in this thing here died, because I don't see any of them growing. So I'm gonna assume that they did not survive. They survived the winter because they started regrowing, but then it got really cold after it warmed up, and then they died. So these garlics are doing well too. I may need to give them some water now. I haven't started watering anything yet. And I have more garlic coming up on this side as well. These Asiatic lilies are starting to grow as well. I need to clean it up. It's a bit messy. These are some wild strawberries that we brought home and planted in here. They haven't produced anything last year. I transplanted them a year and about 2 years ago. I don't see anything of my strawberry regrowing here yet. Oh, there is one regrowing right there. Okay, now this is the kids' raised bed. I'm not sure if this strawberry is alive or that one. Yes, this one seems to be alive. That's good. But definitely that one is regrowing, and this one is looking quite awesome. So at least the kids' strawberry survived the winter, so I guess they're gonna be happy about that. So this is just a little update on what is going on in my garden outside. If you enjoyed my video and you would like to see more updates like these, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification for more updates like these. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day. Yeah man, it's time to grow.